Hi, this is Jerry with I Love RV Life. We're still looking for that perfect RV portable refrigerator that we can use for extended travel. This is the new SetPower PT55. It is a 12 volt to 28 volt refrigerator, 58 quarts or 55 liters, and it's a refrigerator, and you ready for this? It's a freezer too. Hi, this is Jerry, and Joan and I are continuing to look for that perfect portable refrigerator that we can use in our storage space below. The application for us is, yeah, we've got that big residential refrigerator you see over there, but there's two things that we like to do. One, when we're entertaining outside, we got folks that are sitting with us. It's so handy just to keep the lid open to the storage facility that's down below, and then we can always pop open the refrigerator and get, drinks or whatever we're doing for that evening to entertain. It's just so handy to be able to do that. But the other benefit as well is sometimes we run out of space. If we're gone 3 or 4 months, we might find some bargains in the grocery store, and it's usually items that need to be frozen. And we've just run out of space, and we were looking for something with a very large freezer capacity. Well, this is the new SetPower PT55. This comes in 3 different models, the 35 to 45 and the 55, and it ranges from 37 quarts to 58 quarts or 55 liters. This unit is absolutely huge when it comes to a portable unit. We're so excited about it. The unit is capable of operating in a range from 0 Fahrenheit to 50 Fahrenheit. That's negative 18°C to plus 10°C. Again, this thing is a 58 quart, 55 liter unit. It weighs 44 pounds, and it is just chocked full of features that I can't wait to show you what it's like. Let me just give you some dimensions here of how big this unit is. When you're looking at the height, it's 22.5 inches tall, and it is from handle to handle 28.5 inches in width, and then in the depth from front to back it's 15.5 inches. I see so many applications to where this unit here could be used. Again, we're using it in our RV in the storage bay. I think that's absolutely ideal. And if it was just to be used as a single refrigerator freezer for something like a van build or a bus build, wow, this thing would be really perfect for that, because not only do you have lots and lots of refrigerator capacity, but you've got that hard to find freezer capacity. And this isn't one of those units to where you have the removable divider that you move up and down and you lose so much space to the compressor. I'll show you the inside here in just a second. But these wells are very, very deep. And you can put a lot of refrigerated foods and then a lot of freezer items. 2 totally separate compartments. Now, if you choose to do so, you can run both compartments as a refrigerator, or you can run it in the application that we're going to be using, both as a refrigerator and a freezer. Let me show you the inside of this. This unit is quite large, and you can see here that we have 2 totally separate compartments when we're looking at the refrigerator side, and here is the freezer side. And I just want you to notice how deep these wells are. I mean, I'm sticking my arm in it and it goes past my elbow, if you can see that, on both sides. Very, very large refrigerator and very large freezer. Now, we do lose a little bit of freezer capacity. It's not quite as deep because the compressor is located under the freezer side. Again, this can be operated as a refrigerator. This can be operated as a freezer, or vice versa. You could run it as 2 different refrigerator zones if you wanted something colder, like you wanted to use this as your vegetable crisper and you didn't want to have your vegetables as cold as you would have things like your drinks and mayonnaises and those types of things, your eggs, etc., then you can do that, or you can run them both temperatures, or you can run this as a freezer. I think that's absolutely ideal. SetPower provides you with this 12-volt style, what I call a cigarette adapter or accessory adapter cord that can be plugged into any 12-volt source. So whether you're using this, in my instance, I have an auxiliary jack that's down below in our bay, or if you were traveling in a van or a car, you could plug it in and keep it cool from that perspective, or a bus for that reason. So there's a lot of different applications, or even greater, if you have one of those portable power supplies, one of those lithium battery portable power supplies, this is a great application to be able to run one of these units. And the nice thing is if you run it on the 12-volt option versus plugging it in as 120 volts, then it saves a ton of your battery capacity. Now, one other thing that you can get as well, you can get from SetPower a power brick adapter. So let's say that you're going from your home to a hunting camp, or you're going up to your cabin and you're wanting to take your refrigerator to that location as well. You could keep this cold in your car or truck or van while you're going up the road, and then once you get to your cabin, if you want to use this as your primary source and you've got 120 volts, you can plug this into a standard 120 volt jack, and then you can plug your cigarette lighter or accessory adapter inside this unit. Now that's what I'm going to do here, just to be able to show you how to configure this unit and how it can be set up. It's got so many features. Let's look at those. Okay, let's turn this on. I've got it plugged into a wall outlet for now. I'm going to go ahead and touch this power button, and I'll show you a couple of the features. I've had it on for just a few minutes to let it start cooling. And you can see here, this is a right side and left side. It says left bin, right bin. So you don't have to guess which is which from that perspective. I'm going to run the right bin as a refrigerator. I'm going to run the left bin as a freezer. So I am going to set this for 36 degrees. And then over here on the left hand side, I am going to set the cooler for 0 degrees. I think we can rein that up a little bit. I think that's a little bit too cold. I don't have to run it that cold. So let's set it at about 10 degrees and see where we end up. And I'll be putting a laser thermometer on these bins a little bit later on. So this is going to be cycling back and forth between the cooling mode. We currently see the right hand bin right now is operating and cooling. Now a couple other things I want to be able to show you. You can set your compressor for minimum or maximum. Minimum is also known as econo mode, so I can put it in econo mode here. The compressor will not run as much, but since I've just plugged this in, I want the compressor to run at max speed, and then that way I can cool the refrigerator off as quickly as possible. And this is something else you may want to consider, that when you have let's say a number of items you just brought out of the grocery store and they're all warm and need to be chilled, you can put this in max mode, bring your refrigerator temp down quickly and get those items as cold as possible, and then move it down to the minimum configuration. This is something else that's very, very important. Depending on the types of batteries that you have inside your RV or your van or your bus that you're using for powering, the accessories that are inside your refrigerator, etc. Battery protection, low, middle, and high. You can change this by just pressing the button and holding it low, medium, or high. In the low mode here, this would be turning the compressor off at 9.6 volts, and it would recover at 10.9. Don't think I would ever use that. I'm going to use the middle position. We have lithium batteries, and this will turn off at 10.4. and then it will recover at 11.7. So if we were to really deplete our batteries, this will not come back on until we get 10.7. And then you would put it in high mode, recommend high mode, if you've got a lead acid battery. So this would turn off at 11.1 volts, that's pretty low, but won't even recover until you get your batteries up to about 12.4, about mid capacity. So something to think about as you're wanting to be able to protect those very valuable batteries that are inside your coach. You can set this up for Fahrenheit or Celsius, however you want to choose that. So one of the things that I want to make you aware of is the sound of the compressor. Now I have the camera probably about 12 inches from this fan opening that you see here down below. You've got several fan openings that are keeping that compressor cool, and it's incredibly quiet. As a matter of fact, if I even whisper, you can barely hear it. So we're literally 12 inches, the microphone, from this. It's very, very, very quiet. So again, this is one of those things that you could, if you had it in a van or if you had it in a bus and it was within close proximity to where you would be sitting, and you had this on a slide out under a table or under a seating area or under your sink, you wouldn't even hear this thing running. It is so incredibly quiet. I'll show you another handy feature that I think is kind of unique. You don't see this in chest freezers too often. These have an accessory light. You can see an accessory LED light that once you put power on it, you can see inside your freezer compartment. And over here on the refrigerator compartment, you can see that as well. So you have that division between the two. You can see the light that's actually there, and gives you a good view inside the compartment if you're in a dark area. So I think that's ideal. Well, this is getting super cold super quick. This has only taken about an hour and a half, and the refrigerator side is at 36 degrees according to this. We'll check it with the thermometer, laser thermometer, and it's showing that the freezer side is at about 12 degrees. So if you look at what our settings are, we've got it set for 10. And then we've got this set for 36 degrees, so it's at temp. So let's take a quick look up top with the laser thermometer and see where we're at. All right, let's see what the freezer reads. All right, if you can see there it is at 12 degrees. We have it set for 10, so it's still got a little ways to go. And the refrigerator is at 38 degrees. So we're there. That only took about, I would say, maybe hour and a half, 2 hours max in the max mode. Okay, so again, roughly about 2 hours, and we're about at temp. Now I did have it set for max mode. I've moved it down to minimum. No need to let the compressor just continue to churn away wide open like this. We'll save a little bit of power. And we're going to take this unit out now, and we're going to put it in the slide out that we have down below so that we can pull it out. You'll see it in just a second. And that way we can get items in and out of it. We'll go ahead and put some things inside of it. So let's head on outside. These things are extremely easy to use and even easier to install. Now I do have this one on a SetPower slide out that was provided to us. So that's mounted inside here, and I can slide that out. I've got easy access to all my controls. Right now I'm showing 11 degrees in the freezer and 39 degrees here in the refrigerator. Easy access, again, very, very deep. If it's a little dusky out at night, I've got the LED lights. It's perfect. It's perfect. And I'll show you how I've got it installed on the inside. So inside here you can see it's just a 12-volt accessory jack that I have here installed. And just take this and slide it right back in. And SetPower provides us with these nice high-quality straps to put this in. So I think this is just going to be a great addition for us. We're going to be able to put a lot of things here in the refrigerator and a lot of things over in the freezer as well. Well, the songbirds are out singing on this spring day. They're even happy about the new SetPower refrigerator. So first of all, I'd like to thank SetPower for providing us with this PT55 58-quart portable 12-volt refrigerator and freezer. This thing is going to be awesome. So we're getting ready to fill this up with some of our favorite beverages and some overflow in the freezer. And Joan and I are getting ready to head to Florida. So if you'd like more information about both this SetPower PT55 and other refrigerator freezers in this portable design, along with some very unique accessories to help you in your RV overflow space as we have here, or your van build or your bus build, go to ilovervlife.com. We'll have some great information, some helpful links, and some additional information not only about our review today with this unit, but also other SetPower refrigerators that may fit your specific needs. Love doing these types of tests. Looking forward to some travel coming up here, and I love RV life.